Hello! Welcome to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. I've lost track of what part we're on. It's maybe 4? I think it's 4. I'm shouting because the music in the menu is really loud, so I'm just going to hit continue so I can talk normally. Hi, if this is your first time watching, hello. My name is Lara, or PurpleCoffins. I like to stream puzzle games and detective games, and this is the current one that I'm playing. If you'd like to see the other parts, and you are watching this later on YouTube, there will be a link up here to the full playlist. If you are watching live and you want to see the other parts, they're not on YouTube yet for you, but they will be soon, and you can watch them on Twitch instead. But I've been trying to do one case per video slash stream, so hopefully there's not really anything that you need context for, and we can just get started with this case. I know it has loaded, but before we click on it, because it's probably going to give us a cutscene straight away, I'm going to really quickly go over the rules. You guys, I mean, if you're regulars in my stream and you're here, you'll know what the rules are, but the rules are, I was going to get more sugar for my coffee and I forgot. Oh well. The rules are basically just don't tell me the answer. If you want to help, we can work it out together, but if you figure out the answer, don't just tell me it. Use your channel points. Buy the thing that says I've got it. I will know that you know the answer, and then I can come to you. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and there are content warnings for this one. All of them will be in the description, or if you're in chat, they are pinned to the top of chat. But you know, things like death and violence and apparently drug misuse. Things you'd expect from Sherlock Holmes. Anyway, I think that's everything. Let's get into it. And find out what this case is all about.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
Get your clothes on, mate.
I'll wait for you in the sitting room.
He's naked. I'm assuming he's in his pajamas.
I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade. A letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence.
This is weird focusing right now.
Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy
He's so
of...
sleepy.
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Wait, so he's been summoned by a letter, but it's the middle of the night? I guess maybe if it was... Wait, did he say it was a telegraph? I'm not paying attention. I should be paying more attention. Anyway, that's a fairly...
The letter is on the table, Holmes.
Oh, right,
You
yes,
should take a
okay.
look.
Calm down, Watson. We'll do everything. I just need to have a look at my best boy, Toby. For those who are long-time watchers of this show, you will know that Joe, my boyfriend, loves basset
The letter
hounds.
is on the table, Holmes. You should take a
So
look.
we're just going to spend some time looking at Toby and admiring how cute he is before we do the actual case. There we go. We've looked at him. We've admired his cuteness.
I agree with you, Toby, that
The letter is on the table, Holmes.
Watson's
You
shoe is
should take a
preferable
look.
to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts. That's a bit rude. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh no. It's been a week. Actually, it's been multiple weeks. It's been 3 weeks since I last played. So I'm a bit rusty with the controls, so please bear with me. But yeah. 221BB, B22121BB, Baker Street. Sherlock Holmes. That's me.
I can tell from Lestrade's
Oh,
a
sorry.
wax seal with the monogram EB.
The letter is EB. Can I? Oh yes, I can rotate. Ooh.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
I guess they're involved then. I couldn't remember at the beginning of stream whether I was on the right side. I mean, I am on the right side of the screen, but whether I am on the correct side of the screen for this game. Because I tend to switch it around depending on which game I'm playing because of what needs to be in the corners. So I will move it later if I'm on the wrong side. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. Oh, I should also apologize. I have a brace in, that's why I'm a bit lispy and the S's are a bit loud. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing this lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I found it, but I beg you not to lose an instant, as it's difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade. I wonder how many of these aren't in the books.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
Murder?
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in.
Oh, it said on it.
Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Could you imagine if like, I don't know, the letter got lost and it didn't make its way to Sherlock and Lestrade was just waiting there for the entire day, being like, should be here by now. Where is he? Let's go. I'm just going to quickly tab out and do something. There. Okay, good. I paused my alerts earlier and I hadn't unpaused them. Open deduction. We have no information. Yeah, I thought so. I do like the way they do their deduction and their clues in these games. I think they're quite cool.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Okay. I just thought of something. I'm assuming my mic's okay for everyone who's watching, and for those who are watching later and have no context, I recently upgraded OBS and I had to change a bunch of things. I'm hoping, I checked, it kept my settings for my equalizer, but just in case, I hope my mic is okay and it's not too like crackly or quiet or anything like that. But anyway, as for the case at hand, let us examine.
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
Was his name Eustace, the guy who died? Oh my. She looks very pale. I hope that was just...
Ladies, allow me to
no,
introduce
she's very
myself.
pale.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
She's so young. Let's do our investigation first. Oh yes, that's why I switched to the other side. 1 second, I'm just switching my camera. There we go. Fresh bruises. Oh, she's very pale. kangaroo. Imagine if it had just been anything else, it would have been obvious enough. There's always something on the fingers.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
What about your bruises
The
then,
bruises
buddy?
on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Alright, so if she killed him, we don't say anything to the cops.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go
Oh
on.
god.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw 2 others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were 3, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Okay. So far, I have no reason to not believe her.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
She's got such a weird way of
Your
talking.
ladyship?
She has such a funny way of speaking.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Right, let me stare at you really closely. We always know there's something on the hands.
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time.
So close.
Oh, if I'd known.
And
Oh,
then...
she's definitely Australian.
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
Okay. Decent start. Ooh. Detective vision. Detective vision. What can we see? Ooh, scratches.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Aha.
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
It's quite nice, nice wallpaper got there. Quite a nice house, you know. Wouldn't mind living here.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
That must be when they came here from Australia, I'm guessing. There we go.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
And she married the rich man so that they could have enough money to live, but they're actually in it together, either as friends or as maybe as lovers. Shock. Look at that dog. Okay. Right, let's get Lady Birkenstall, whatever her name was, to open the safe. First, let's see if there's anything out here. Oh, that's mine now. Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. Okay, so they happen to have a newspaper about the gang that broke in. That definitely didn't, give them the idea. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their reappearance by way of a brutal but successful intrusion in one of the wealthiest homes in Syndham. Police are already on their trail. However, the details of the crime are being kept confidential, including the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile on the family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band and to provide the full description as it is available at the moment. Okay. So, unless this is about them and they've somehow got the post, they've got the newspaper, this is very much, this could have influenced her statement. Intriguing. Because why would Sherlock's not going to be here for an obvious cut and dry answer, is he? So, no. No, that's not how this works. The gang has been in business for considerable time, being a family of three, a father and his two sons. So yeah, there's a description of all three of them. Pirate career they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert, may your valuables stay safe. Interesting, they were pirates.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
That's not suspicious at all. No, that's fine. Yes, I'm gonna go with that answer, because I think that's what's happening, but we'll keep going, because it could be completely wrong. Hello, Mr. Brackenstall, Mr. Birkenstocks.
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it.
Well, tough. She doesn't know the combination.
Your ladyship?
She's giving me, I can't remember her name, but the woman from The Corpse Bride. Not the corpse, the other one. I think it's just because she's so pale and her face is so sunken. And she's very Tim Burton-esque, but she's still very pretty. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go and break this safe apart.
Let us try to open this safe.
Lock pick.
This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention.
Oh god.
The
okay.
dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I see. I was waiting for, more than that. But I guess I have to go slowly. Okay, this is fine. I can do this. I just go a bit slower than I was going. Oh. There we go. Is that 15? I didn't actually pay attention. What was it? 15,517, I think? So, Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of hepatic decompensation. The last time we met, your eyes were bloodshot, and your skin was tinged with yellow. There's a particular odor from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Then there are the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by an adulteration. I know all these words, totally. To the nervous system, which in turn is caused by an excess of alcohol. That includes the tremors. Your liver seemed excessively hard at the time of your examination, which is a sign of evolving cirrhosis? Maybe? There are also signs of... I'm going to give up giving all these words up, which are evident by your swollen stomach. Pain beneath your left ribs indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal unfulfillment pancreatitis. Your condition may pose a risk to others. Your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I'm available to help you with the problem. Their number of treatments available. Okay, so, yeah, he was an excessive drinker.
It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
Good point.
Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
Yes, intriguing. But maybe they didn't know it was there. Alright, so we've been through this whole room. I'm guessing the body is this way. Oh!
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
You've already done your thing then, I guess.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
I can't remember what her statement said. Do I have a copy of her statement? Oh no, but I do have the logs, right? I can go back through everything she said. They were three and he eventually succumbed. One of them struck him with a terrible blow. Okay, so he doesn't actually say that it was behind or in front of him, so that's okay. So Eustace was an animal lover. Or an animal hater. He loved looking at animals so much he brought them home. Yeah, I actually used to know someone, like a family friend, who had a room that looked like this. Like, it wasn't this big and fancy, but they had, like, a lot of taxidermy. I don't think any of it was by them. I think they maybe inherited the house, but I always hated going in that room because I was like, I don't want to look at dead animals. I'm not really up for that. Thanks very much. Alright, let's have a little look-see at this body. But I did get I got detective vision prompt there. I don't think it's actually called detective vision. I just call it that. What am I supposed to be looking for? Oh, there we go.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
Yes, and there was a... It's on the chair, I noticed that.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This
Oh,
rope
that's where she
was
was tied up.
handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I
Toby?
will take it with me.
Oh, but then it's gonna have your scent on it. Toby is a scent hound! Aww. The thing underneath my camera says go find Toby. I suddenly had two ideas for FMV games. Sherlock and Antiques Roadshow. Wait, is that one idea? Combined? Yeah, we've got, I was looking at the other Wales Interactive FMV games, and I was considering getting some. But I've added some to my wish list, and I might wait for them to go on sale.
The hunting scene. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So these burglars, who are seasoned burglars, have broken in, and all they seem to have taken is the silverware. Bearing in mind they probably didn't, if this is true, they probably weren't intending to kill anybody. But maybe they were, I don't know. So maybe they panicked, but yeah, it's seeming a little bit suspicioso in my opinion.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents. A bottle of wine is missing here. These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
I guess, yeah, that would have been weird, because they killed someone and they tied the other one to the chair. So then surely they could just have their pick of whatever's in the house. Obviously there was a maid, but they could have probably overpowered her. There were 3 of them, so...
A deer hunt.
Yeah, there's a lot of hunting going on here. I am going to look at the body in a second. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else important. Oh, is this the fancy wine?
Chateau Calon Ségur. French wine. Grand Cru. A decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured.
Where's this beeswing?
This glass has some wine. It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
There was poison in the decanter? No, because why would they poison two of them? Anyway, let's go look at the body, because it's possible that the body has poison. You can merge the two. You're a new expert on heirloom show and tell. You mistakenly identified junk as valuable. You could lose your job. Doing the reverse could get you in bigger trouble. Use your investigation skills to correctly appraise the random items bought in. You know what? That sounds like a fun game, actually. Let me just write it down. You're very good at this. You come up with lots of game ideas.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Let's look at the body first, and then we'll go and get the dog.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Gross.
That must be the murder weapon. Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, why wouldn't you have his shoes on?
Barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
It's not bringing me out of this scene, which means maybe there's more. Aha.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
There we go, that's what I missed. Okay, I'm being told that there's some things I can connect now. Oh my goodness! There's so many! Okay, dead body. Fireplace grate. Sir Eustace could have been due to his accidental striking his head on the fireplace grate. I don't think so. Bent poker. Dead body. The FMV could all be the same person dressed as different members of the public, so it looks ridiculous, but the plot twist is actually the same is actually the person you replaced trying to prove that you're an idiot so you can get revenge. That's quite funny, actually. You post that in Game Jam ideas. I mean, I don't really need to pick either of these at the moment, because we haven't got much else to go off. But let's try this. There were 3 people drinking wine. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with beeswing. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The remaining glass of beeswing consisted solely of the dregs from the other 2 glasses. I mean, don't know. I guess unless the burglars stopped to have some wine, I'm not sure what else that could mean. Anyway, Watson, I'm going to go.
The death was instant.
Find our dog. If we don't mind. Actually, I'll talk to Lestrade before I go. I might be able to ask the wife about the wine. I don't know. We'll see.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything.
This coffee's awful.
Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight. Another day he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
Yeah, I don't care that he's dead now. He set a dog on fire. On purpose. Just connecting the ones I can while I can, and I'll go back and see what's relevant here. Oh yeah, we don't need... Ooh. Oh, we can come outside and have a look around. This is nice. Okay. Maybe it's important that I can open that door. What I was actually coming to do was go home. I'll just do that now. Just fast travel. I gotta go get the dog. Toby's important. When I showed Toby off at the beginning of this stream, I didn't know he was gonna be relevant, but he is, so that's cute. Bum 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 ba-da-ba-dum ba-bum ba-dum bum bum ba-da-ba-da-bum ba-bum. Rightio, little doggy. Get him. He's great.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
Ugh, we love him.
I agree with you, Toby, that
Wait, what?
Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Does that mean he's coming with me now? If I go back? Let's find out. Oh, he's in the carriage! Good dog. Look at him, he's just sitting there. He's not causing a fuss. He's not being naughty. He's just sitting there. What a good dog. Good boy. Can you pet him? No, I can't. I know it's the one problem with this game so far. I can't.
Search, Toby.
Oh my god, I get to play as Toby. Are you kidding? I get... Oh, it's the best day ever. Oh my god. I am Toby. I'm a doggy. And look, they've even done like the color blindness of a dog. It's not quite right, but they've made an effort. Am I gonna get support at the door? Jesus Christ, Toby. You're so loud. I mean, I know you're a basset, but that was an exceedingly loud woof. I love how small Zoe's... Look at him. Look at him. Oh. Oh. Look at this. Look, I can't really properly get a good shot of him, but look at him. Dumpty dumpty dum. Oh, my B-reel's gone off. Sorry everybody, we're just gonna take a second to take my B-reel while I'm a dog. Oh, he disappeared off the screen. I'm gonna take it again. Toby, stop moving. We need to have you in the frame. Stop putting your head down. I only get 45 seconds to take this. There we go. Perfect. It looks very weird. No one's gonna know what that is. Let's go. Whenever I take my break, I'm gonna go and remake this coffee because I've made it really badly. It's an abysmal coffee.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Oh! Oh god, he looks menacing like that. Oh, the path continues. He's so slow. Oh. There are now 11 jam ideas of varying degrees of lunacy. Well, that's what we like, though. So when I finally get back into making video games, I have a plethora of ideas to pick from. And then they went to the well. I think it was to wash. Every time, I think he's gonna do it quietly, and then he doesn't. Why would he change? Why would it change?
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
Oh! Can I go somewhere else? Oh, no, it goes past the well. Okay. Can I... Is there a bark volume. Maybe it's because maybe it's voice. I feel like that's the only thing it could be under, right? You might like the newest one. Is the newest one dog mode? I'll load it up. Dog. Dog. Why does it have to be an FMV though? That's gonna be really tricky. I need to know if there's a tree wee at Easter egg. Oh, that would be perfect. You just go up to a tree and have a little wee. Tree wee. Oh, 1 second. I'm getting a phone call and I am waiting on a call from my GP, so bear with me. Hello. Apologies for the delay there. It was a phone call, but basically I told him to call me back. Because call me back when I'm not working. Okay, let's see if the whoop is as loud this time. Yep, still just as loud. It didn't change a thing. I'm a good boy.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
He's not speaking. He didn't move his mouth.
The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Into the sky. Off to heaven. Alright, well, I guess we got to investigate both of those things. Thank you very much, Toby. Best part of the game, except that I can't pet the dog. That's the worst part of the game.
This hook might be useful.
Hook.
Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved.
Well, there's something else here, because otherwise I'd be leaving.
This
There we
old
go.
suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
There's not really anything in there, other than this hook. Do they even go inside? I'm not even sure. Dog. Oh yes, I forget. I normally put it in first person, don't I?
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
Maybe with the bucket?
The bucket can be easily removed.
Hook time. Oh, I see. I can do it there. I thought I have to come out. Oh, perfect. Look at that. That definitely works that easily.
Silverware. This is hardly a coincidence.
Alright, so they took the sack from the shed, wrapped up the silverware and threw it in the well. So they could get it back again.
The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
And the wine is on the table, so they didn't steal anything. Alright, Mrs. Birkensocks. I'm here to come and solve your murder. Alright, let's do some of these. I don't care. I don't know what's going on with that one. Abbey was faked. I don't see how that's different. Unless they were just trying to cover up a murder. Oh, yes. God. I'm gonna try this one. No. This one. Does that give me anything? Oh, it does! So Eustace was murdered by the one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall. He is tall and strong. Oh, that's a good point. Somebody cut the rope. Then why would they cover it up? I assumed it was the women who planned it together. Oh, no, wrong way, buddy. I can't remember what button it is to make it first person, so I'm just gonna stay third person for now. Oh, Watson's gone. Can I talk to you about anything? Have I got any options now? Doggy detective, you play as a hound who solves crimes. Yes. That's a great idea. I found the
Inspector,
stolen silverware.
I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
I mean, who was visiting? That's the question. Hiya, I'm gonna come and accuse you of murdering your husband. Hope you don't mind. Don't worry about it.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
Exactly what it was. The testament's falling apart a little bit, lady.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behaviour.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress.
I thought they might be
Sly
friends.
devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was specially hard for her.
Okay, so maybe it was just the maid?
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Lady Brackenstall married Sir Eustace shortly after arriving in England and remained at home during that time. There is little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. Lady is acquainted with someone from the Rock of Gibraltar. Why would I think that? Was that part of the... Oh, I haven't analysed this. Oh, I guess I have to go home for that. No, there was, hold on. No? I thought there was something... A photograph. Maybe. Rock of Gibraltar, 1893. I don't know, I don't really have any proof that she was acquainted with someone, but I guess it's time to go back to the house. I didn't realise I had to analyse that. I'm glad I checked. Oh! Look at him! A good dog. A good dog. They're all good dogs, Brent. I'm getting kind of cold. I might have to go and find a jumper. It's weird, like, last week we had 2 days of violent heat wave, and then suddenly it was like jumper weather and like putting on the heating weather, and it was just like, what's going on? What is happening? I mean, finally, because we are definitely in autumn, but it was just such a stark difference between the 2 days. Let's analyze this rope.
Let us see how the rope
overnight, yeah.
was cut. The fibres at the end of the rope are smoothly cut.
So it was probably...
Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Skizzers? Oh, I see. They're now in my hand.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Yeah, but maybe they were different scissors. Did I take the scissors from their house as well?
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Knife. That's a sharp
If I
knife.
cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
Once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor knots to indicate the shooter had a sailor's background. I guess that's maybe where they got the Rock of Gibraltar thing from? First you visit that knife was probably a sailor. Look for a sailor. Okay. I feel like some of this is a jump in logic. Investigate the murder, search for possible sailor suspects. I guess maybe I could ask. It's only 25? Oh my god. Should I ask Lestrade? I mean, I probably have to go. I think maybe I have to do research, but I have absolutely no basis for where I could even start, other than it's a sailor. I love this this shaky cam. It's great. Okay. Oh, he's over there now. Hey, Lestrade.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Sorry, I'll stop looking at you altogether, shall I?
Oh, what a horrible
Nope.
thing to have happened.
Please leave my Mary alone.
Well, wasn't supposed to talk to any of them for the answer. Any of
Lord
these guys look
Ramsay
like sailors?
Brackenstall. Lord Brigham Brackenstall. Sir Warthen Brackenstall.
Oh, he's a sir.
Lord George Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Both the maid and the lady are from Australia. Oh, I never went in this door. Can I go in this door?
This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
I guess I can't really go in there then. Alright, so I'm not supposed to be here. I guess maybe I'm supposed to look through
Antique
my,
hunting weapons.
look through my research stuff back at Baker Street. All aboard. I'm just trying to look through the back window and see what's going on there. I'd be so intrigued to see what they're using. I think they have like textures that are going past, but it looks like at the back that they're just like two planes that are just meeting. Alright, what do you think I should do, buddy?
What should we do next, Holmes?
That's why I'm asking. Okay, let's look in the... Ah, research of the Rock of Gibraltar. Okay, that makes sense. Ah, here we go. The Rock of Gibraltar, a bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand, and Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraser family, owning land and tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent. Okay.
Here it is.
Found it. So I guess now we go to this address, then. The Cunard building. Oh. We need to talk to Wiggins. We need to get
The
Baker Street
shipping
regulars
company,
on it.
the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the
Wrong
Rock
one,
of
sorry.
Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Sorry, I was taking my brace out and I clicked on the wrong button. How do I call specialist? Is it... Oh yeah, yell out the window.
Brave Toby.
Sorry. As much as I love giving praise to Toby, I didn't mean to do it just then. Boy Wiggins!
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
He just waits there the entire day.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893, and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
I love Watson's like, I don't know if I'm okay with this face.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Well done. Right, let's have a look at this register then.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
You know,
And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
departure from Adelaide, arrived in London November 12th. You said November 7th, didn't you? Oh, right, it says up here, 1894. So... Nope. Nope. Oh, departs from London on November... Ah, this one. Jack Crocker, is he the only one? Yeah.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Is he not the only one? Oh, maybe there's... I don't think any of the rest of that. They wouldn't be here yet. They wouldn't be here yet. Ah, departs from London. Oh no, because they left in October. So... Oh no, so yeah, so they would still be in London, of course. Duh. I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes, sorry.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Oh no, I am right. I was doing it the wrong way around. Oh wait, do I have to do that? Oh, that's why it's not going ahead, because I have to go through
This
all of them.
officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
There's a wee puddle on my desk from water. Am I supposed to cross out all of them? Am I not just supposed to find the one that it is? Okay, I guess I'll go through them.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London.
Yeah, I've done that one.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
I might have multiple possibilities, but I went through and that was the only one where the dates worked. So yeah, I have to clearly cross them all out. So I need to look for Henry, Southford, and Ernest.
This officer is still... This officer...
Yeah, so I had to
Captain
mark all
Jack
of them.
Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
There we go. Bit annoying, because I figured it out without having to do the actual crossing out, but... Right, let's go find Mr. Jack Crocker then. Call Crocker to confront him. Hello?
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Oh, I did wonder why Wiggins was still standing there. Hey, buddy. Wanna go find a murderer? Give you an extra guinea.
Wiggins, Could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
Not worried about
No
a child
problem,
doing
Mr.
it?
Holmes.
Not worried about a child doing it? Okay, sure, whatever. Have fun. So much time later that the game has to load.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Let's have a look around his face first. Oh, alright. Well, we've decided he's honest straight off the bat. Fun. Love that. Again, there's nothing on the hands. That's a first. Oops, sorry, sir. Didn't mean to stare at your crotch there. Newspaper ink. I've missed something. Why can't I? Okay, I can't click on his trousers. C9.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her. From when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right, if there was no evidence.
What then?
This is a strange conversation. You tied her up.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Oh, I forgot I had to do that kind of thing. Fake proof.
Yes, as she was tied with a
I
sailor's
was right.
knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about.
Okay.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Wiggins, follow that man.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No, there is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
It was
So,
a bit
we
easy.
must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
I'm guessing it's for his knife. I'm gonna take a quick break. I realize I'm not that far into stream, but I am not concentrating. My brain is doing a million things. So I'm gonna have a little bit of food, and I'm gonna make my coffee, be nicer, and then I will be back, and we will sort out the rest of this case. Oh yeah. For those watching later, I will be disappearing for a second and then coming back. But for those watching live, please do enjoy the clips and ads. I'll be back in a second. Bye for now. Anyway, let's get back to the game. I am all over the place. Like, I'm legitimately just wild today. Let's do that. Let's explain. Hi, welcome back. So I realized while I was gone why well, not why I needed a break, but yes, why I needed a break. I am very understimulated today. I don't know if it's because I normally have like a can of Monster, or I have something fizzy or something sugary, or I haven't eaten enough, but my brain is bored. So as much I am enjoying the game and we are going to continue with the case, but I feel like I might need a fidget or something to keep myself focused. So hi, welcome if you've not been here before. I have apparently raging undiagnosed ADHD. Yay! So we're gonna just get on with it. I've put some sugar in my coffee. This is probably gonna help quite a lot, I imagine, because I haven't been drinking it because it wasn't nice. So now I've added 1 spoonful of sugar, and that seems to be the perfect amount when I'm trying to make a mocha. Need the game equivalent of a fidget spinner. It's weird because normally I'm fine. Like, I've recorded like 3 of the cases in this game so far, and it's normally got enough that I'm not feeling bored. But I don't think it's the game that's boring me. But it's hard to tell the difference between being bored and being understimulated because they are so very similar. I mean, they are basically the same thing, but it's like a slightly different feeling. But I have this. I've got this Pop-It fidget that I got from work because it was broken. But it's not the best fidget. I need to get a fidget cube, really. That's what I need. Anyway, let us return. Oh, speaking of cubes, I am going to do the puzzle cube at some point. I promise I will do a stream for that. I just haven't done it yet. I know that you've been waiting because it was bought for me. Anyway, back to the game. Well, you had some sort of fidget puzzle. I knew that was going to come up. I do have my puzzle boxes, but I want to have like a nice separate thing for those because I feel like they're going to be a big deal. And I also found a book that somebody bought for me that I forgot about, which is also a puzzle. So I might just do like a little IRL puzzle stream. Anyway. Why do I have to connect those? I feel like those should be their own thing. Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as I heard I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder. He was not afraid to confront me. Okay, well, I need to work that out. I'm assuming there's something else that I can do. Is there nothing? Have I not got anything I can... Wait, what? Do I just have to make a conclusion? But he said, like, now I see why you did that stuff with the rope. What does this do? I feel like I can't have all the stuff. Surely not. What? How is this possible? This is the conclusion. We're already at conclusions. This feels way too quick. Like, can I go back and talk to the lady? I don't know why I'm not going to, like, Watson was like, do you want to confirm his alibi? And I don't know why Sherlock wasn't just like, yes, that makes sense. Let's do that. Bit strange. Interesting. I don't think I can actually talk to anybody else. Can I talk to you again? Or are you just going to say the same thing?
Holmes,
No. Don't look at me like that, Holmes.
Oh, what a horrible...
Please.
No. I was just saying the same stuff. I mean, it's obvious that it wasn't... I guess if my only conclusion is whether or not the sailor did it. Like, he's tall enough to reach that, but why would he tie her up? Unless it was just to make it look more convincing. Hi, Danny! How you doing? Hiya! How are things going? I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm a little bit perplexed by this game and how it's going. Is it one of these buttons? No? Ah, it was R. There we go. Didn't remember which button made it go first person. I mean, I can reach my conclusion, but I feel like I don't even have options this time. It's like the second case that we did, I had too many options. And now this time I have not enough options. Well, I guess we should probably just, you know, do the conclusion then. Hello. Hello, dear. I don't think I've missed anything. Like, there's no massive bit of evidence that I've missed, as far as I can tell. I'm just trying to see if there's any other doors in here. Nope, this is a very strangely lit out house, honestly. Alright, guess I'm just gonna reach my conclusion then. Don't like that. I also can't, I can't save in this game, can I? I had this problem before. Yeah, so there's no saving, so I've just got to kind of go for it. I guess if this is the only conclusion I can reach, I'm gonna do this one because, I mean, the guy who died was beating his wife and set a dog on fire. I'm not gonna side with him. But I also feel like I've missed stuff. So let's just go for it and we'll see what happens. See what happens. See what is said now. Oh, I'm no longer looking in my book because I've made my decision. Now I just smoke my pipe. In my case, drink my coffee.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Well, that just seems like a wait. Barely an hour has passed. I love you just a child just shows up at your door and is like, "Hey, Mr. Sherlock Holmes wants to talk to you."
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife, the knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
I have no proof of that.
It's true.
Oh, never mind.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in.
Sorry.
He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr.
I
Holmes,
can't stop laughing at your
You would
comment.
not have managed to protect her.
till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear, and it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
I mean, Sherlock, I decided that I wasn't going to tell the cops. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Oh god, I hit the wrong button. I'm so used to hitting Q when it does that. Click, click, click. I don't have to try and arm wrestle him. Oh, I guess that's what I was doing. Dramatic. Maybe that's why it was so quick to
Please
conclusion.
forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence...
Okay, I can't pause it. I just wanted to read the comment out because it was so good. The knife was a sea knife, the knot a sea knot, the murderer a seaman, the side a seaside. His sandwiches wet, his lips sealant, his seesaw.
shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Yay!
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
Why does he look so
It is
angry?
a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced.
Toby's a
this
sea
night.
dog. You sea dog. I mean, I'm pretty happy that was the right choice.
I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
His eyelashes.
If
are-
they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it.
I keep seeing something by his eye and wondering what it is, and now I've finally noticed. The texture of his eyelashes is in focus. So, you know how he's in focus, the background is out of focus, right? But his eyelashes aren't really there, so it's just the shape of some eyelashes in a little spot that are in focus, and the red is just in... But it just looks so strange. You'll see what I mean. You'll notice it
Goodbye, Inspector.
next time he does a profile. Oh, he's not going to do it now. I'm pretty sure that I got that right. So, but I am going to check. Yes. I mean, I only had the one option, and I was going to pick the moral choice there. So Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brackenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used a sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady, and then hit the silverware in the well. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and dispomaniacal man. You have decided to keep it a secret. I'm happy with that ending. I think I picked the right thing. So I'm going to accept that decision. And that's going to be the end of this video for YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I'm probably going to come back and do the next case. I'm not going to record the next case today because some of them take like 4 hours and some of them take very little time. I'm also not super in the mood. But if you would like to see the rest of the game, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, etc. And yeah, thanks for watching. Come back again soon. Maybe go watch the live stream next time I'm live. Cool. Fun. Fancy fresh. Have a good day. Yes.